for the visiting Giants. They were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column.
All right, guys, let's finish this day off with a dub, bro.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the man taking number 3 overall back in 2008. It's their now veteran quarterback, Matt Ryan.
And at times it's hard for me to believe I'm saying veteran Matt Ryan. Still remember him coming out of Boston College, full of enthusiasm, mastered their 2-minute drill in his first OTA. What a player.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's go.
Picked off at the 45.
Way to step up in them all white.
Territory at the 45-yard line.
Yes.
I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number 1 from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in
go.
their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
All right, y'all, let's not put ourselves in a hole starting the game off. So we have to fight back. Let's do what we got to do early. Oh, man. Let's do what we got to do early.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
You ain't got to say
Anytime you
all
call
that.
inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11.
Sorry,
now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Back to throw. White.
Shoot.
It's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
Nice, bro.
They were probably hoping to get him a little
Way to
bit
put
closer
points on
for
the
a shorter
board.
field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice
Yes,
little tester
sir.
for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit.
Yeah, it was nice leg, and you got the wind behind you, a 58-yarder. That's crazy.
Now heading back out onto the field. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You had the interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit.
Sit down.
Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage. The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Nice.
Going on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Honey Badger.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On the return, it's White.
Yeah, Josh, that was horrible.
Punt,
I ran back like 20 yards and threw that ball. That was terrible.
Giant football, 1st and 10. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They've got a 3-0 lead in the football as they start 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll have a first
There we go.
It's a foot race.
Let's
30,
go.
10. Touchdown,
Woo!
Giants. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game.
That's what I'm talking about, y'all. Let's not get behind. Let's do what we got to do. Blocking has been fantastic. Scoop. Woo! After that, that's daylight. Scoop. Let's go.
Yes. Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0.
Y'all, we need this win.
Now after the touchdown,
last season, y'all, we didn't get a second win the whole time playing. Let's try to get our second win 3 games in, y'all.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
He's going to air one out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Well, look now at our starting defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. They'll run with Hunt on
there you go,
down.
Tony.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Look at that
They'll
dude.
Wind up losing 3.
I actually had to make him short in this game. He actually 7 foot. I had to make him 6'8".
Able to diagnose the run and flies it
just
like
not to look ridiculous.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he finds Stills. Complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10 at the 19. From the shotgun, Ryan. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
Let's try and
they had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Ryan.
There we go.
End zone, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll run it here with Hunt.
There we go.
He'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
All right, let's hold him to 3,
Only a
man.
couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't
Way
be
to
easy.
hold him low.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the
Man, that could have been
of this first quarter.
Could have been a pick,
10-0
man.
score after 1 on
Dang,
EA
that could have been a
Sports.
pick.
Your veteran bangs it through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
New York set to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open. It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's White. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone.
There we go.
So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Now White looking left side. He's got it complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. The play fake, now White sliding out of the pocket. And that'll be incomplete.
I played myself.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football.
Played myself. I should have ran.
That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Now White steps away to his left. He may try and run for this.
Man, you made me go so
he
slow.
opted to go with a scramble. Gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he?
All right.
To me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's try and get this ball back.
Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game. I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From midfield now, here's Ryan. It's caught, Humphries. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
Right now, yeah.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And Stills bringing it in. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining.
Right, let's change it up. Let's try this. That's not working right now.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National. This is going to be intercepted.
That's what I'm talking about.
Get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Way to stop it, fellas.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Off play action, here's White. And he slings one that's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
To throw is White. To throw on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll come out on a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. To throw is Ryan. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Just looking at from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
Now it's Ryan. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
Nice.
Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have got his feet down here, it would have been another.
would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats.
Man, I knew I shouldn't do that pass.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had. Right. Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. Out of the gun, it's White. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now here's Michael Dixon. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get in field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
That's what I'm talking about.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he's got this down to the 35. So we have reached halftime with a tie. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this week 3 matchup.
That's what I'm talking about.
Second half ready to get rolling. Let's have a better with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The New York set to take the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards, good for a giant first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. White.
Dang. Man, I pressed the wrong button.
They're almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
Woo.
By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual.
Let's go.
My bad.
Normally, you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. First and 10, White. And down he goes.
That's better than what I would have done. That's for sure.
The man wreaking havoc there, Gerald McCoy, the D tackle. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal.
Oh, my goodness. What happened?
The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Guys, that's 3 straight sacks. Oh, my word.
Sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Gonna give this time to the tailback. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
That's fine. It's a field goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense is getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the
score.
And Zerline's kick is good.
Wow.
And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a
that was
kick,
bad.
right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt.
We
In this case,
some points,
it's been 3s.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay,
way to hold
these
that
are the
side
sequence
down.
of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan on the left side. It's McDonald. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Hunt. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd and 7, Ryan, throw left side complete. It's McDonald.
See, I was
first down as the
relax,
tackle's
bro.
made at the Giants' 44-yard line.
Relax.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football.
Calm down.
A nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first
Make it
down.
happen.
On 1st down, Ryan. It's complete. Stills.
We're going to make it happen
And
eventually.
he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Make it happen eventually.
It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
That's a big line.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. About 3 yards there to the 27.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Ryan.
Oh, no.
Over the middle.
And you know good and well I got to him.
Across the 20 to the 19-yard line. There they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Sorry, though. That's,
and that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Remember, don't break.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Get tight in the end zone.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal. On second and goal, the lone man in the backfield is Hunt. Here's Ryan. And he holds it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
Where's my safety? Where's everybody supposed to be going?
Touchdown now on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet, or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives.
They're passing the ball on this, that's for sure.
This one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw, White. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position is really
been significant. Let's get some good blocking downfield.
A lot of teams don't have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice. Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, you're crediting your defense.
Gotta credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. White looks to throw, eluding the pressure right. It got his man complete.
Let's go. Way to hold on to the
able
ball.
to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Man,
that'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. White.
Yes!
Left side, and it's complete.
Last
play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far, and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Chris Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
He ain't really ready this all day, so let's see if they...
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Back to throw. White. Forced out to his left. And this is caught.
That's what I'm talking about. Did he kick off his feet in there?
Well, that was absolutely ideal.
No, he didn't.
Wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just...
Oh, shoot. That's what I'm talking about. What? I was looking. And I said, oh. That was super late, too. I should have got him right there. Super late. Ooh-wee, Perman. That's what I'm talking about. Nice catch. What?
Touchdown, Giants.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for.
That
this touchdown
clutch.
will count. Zerline good with a PAT.
Man,
and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That time a 9-play drive.
We needed that drive.
And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
All right.
This is taken at the 40. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So Matt Ryan of the offense, down by 10, a minute 46 to go. Their perfect start to the season in serious peril as they come up on 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now is Ryan. That would complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now it's Ryan.
Bartney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes.
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said,
let's get a break here. Let's get a ref.
Just go, and let's see who's faster.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Ryan gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Here's Ryan to throw. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
These dudes is finding super mega holes.
Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. Ryan to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Ryan. He's got his man. This is Tate. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Here's Ryan. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Good game, y'all. Way to get our second win of the season, 3 games in.
Football League,
man,
Charles,
that touchdown was so crucial.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility.
That's what I'm talking about, Kyle. Way to step up.
Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Giants, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, it'll be their first loss of the season. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
More though. Definitely busted that 71 yard. Way to go, Kyle. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, you had the catch of the game. Love y'all, because it was in the clutch. I'm gonna be all over the field though, I'll tell you that. That's because all that passing they was doing. I'll tell you that. Tackle for loss, too. Way to get back there. I ran that. Wallace with 2 interceptions today, baby. Whoa. Let's go, fellas.